Hi everyone. Today was a long day and it was mostly and everything about widgets and app intents. So I won't take much of your time and dive directly. When I use the word dive, I feel like I'm an LLM. So so we will talk a lot about widgets and how I came about having widgets with foundation model. I will post a video about foundation model. It may have been live already by the time you watch it. So that is a part we'll cover in not in this video. The idea is that the foundation model can also be used in widgets to directly show context. So my idea was when I was building this app, this Zenthar AI is I want some motivation when I'm working out, and I love numbers. So I would want to see the calories that I burned for a given workout, and that was the motivation when I started out with building the widget in singular and not plural. But when I was using Claude Code, there's so much of scope creep that happens that I ended up having 5 or 7 type of different widgets, even in like inline, lock screen, control widgets in different sizes. Like this was only planned for large, but now it also has an extra large variant. I can also have it for medium. It is just one prompt away. So working with AI is very difficult, and when I was recording this video before it, I had to go through all the wipe coded code, so I have an idea on what happened. So, and I'm very happy to record this video because I can explain it better, because now I know the code, even though I have not written it. But I have worked with widgets since 2020, so I know how to work with widgets, even though I feel widgets are a nightmare to debug, especially when you have the timeline being messed up or when things don't load. Because for this app, I would want to have the widgets under a paywall. So that is something I have never done. And that is, I want to figure it out how difficult that would be. Is it just a variable that I store in app groups and that's it? But anyway, a lot of rambling from my side. Let's dive into the widgets. So the first widget that I have is the personalized Hero widget. The idea is that it takes my personalized health data, and then uses the foundation model, and I give it the health data as a context, and based on that it will generate a personalized message based on the day. So what you see right now is it says your body is ready, your mind. It's a preview message, but usually it is something along the lines that you have been on a, like right now what I saw for my main app. If I can just show you, I think that would be much cooler. So it says keep up the okay, keep up the incredible progress. Your dedication over the past week has set a strong foundation. Let's keep building on Sunday's strength. So today is Sunday, and then okay, yeah, that's it. So this is the cool part, and sometimes I get very motivational messages, so I feel the foundation model is very good. I did not think of this use case of foundation model, and I'm very happy that I got this working. And this is my main idea, and I also see the calories burned today on the left hand side. That value is not taken directly. The idea is that I have not figured out how to query the health kit data in the background. If that's something that's possible, I need to ask Claude again. But right now what I'm doing is when you open the app, I use the widget reload method to reload the data, and then it will update the widget as well. So this is the first widget. The second widget is that I usually prefer to see my last widget and how many calories that I burned. So this is what I came up with. I want the numbers really big, so I have the 285 calories as the mockup, and this I also want to have like which type of workout it is. And if you see, I have different code for each of the widgets. I prefer to have different codes instead of having one huge one which has all the code. A bit of it may be duplicated here and there, but to be honest, it's fine. I'm not working for a big company where I have to go through a process of pull request. The medium one, I'm still working on the design. I haven't finalized it, so you would see that this line is not aligned. This is what you get when you wipe coding. I still need to see if I just want it to be much more bigger so it's in the same line. I haven't worked with widgets in a while. when I say in a while, I actually don't. Oh, I did the widgets last year for a company that was an App Store Apple Design Award finalist. So I have some idea, but even then, when I was just doing the design that I got from the designer and just making the widget, so I'm a bit. How do I say it? I'm not good with design, so I have to look into more widgets, do my research, and see how what will look better. Then on the large one, I have the whole workout with the calories, the minutes, the duration, and the average HR. I won't have the distance in a workout like a traditional strength training workout, and because in health kit I from my Garmin I do not get the data of how many reps I did. It has the data in its own health, but it does not provide that in the health kit. So this is what I want. And another thing when I mentioned Garmin is that Garmin, I have to manually update the data in Garmin. It will create a new workout, but I have to go to the app and click on the refresh button, and then only I see the data in HealthKit, and that also affects my app. Then only I will see the health data. But for Apple Watch users, I think that's much more nicer. So these are the two main widgets. The third one is a streak, because I've been trying to maintain a streak of working out every day. So today was actually, even though it's a mock data, today was actually the 7th day of working out since I started working on this app, which was on, I think 6th. I think I started on 5th. So 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. Yes. This is the medium widget. So the next milestone, it will just add random numbers. It's not Fibonacci number or something like that. I just have it as 14. The user can set it up. I want the app to be as customizable as possible. So this is what I get. I'm using only the normal timeline providers, the static configuration that was released in iOS 14, nothing too fancy. I do want to have app intents based widgets, but I will think of those later on. And then you have the workout streak, that 1 week down momentum building, and what is the longest one, and what like my current one, and how I did in this week itself. So this is for the bigger one, and this is nice. I can have the glass effect on this. I will cover a video on liquid glass later on, but this is something I really liked. And another thing that I want to mention is that on the personalized hero widget, I have somewhere mentioned about which category of motivation that I'm getting. So because I'm getting the data from the foundation model or the response, I can also have different personas. So when I click on each of this widgets, I want it to be customizable, where the user can create their own personas. I will start with only 3 of them. One will be the warrior mode, which is the default mode right now, which has this dark red and fierce color. So you will get the motivational messages in that scenarios of similar to what you would want when you are in the warrior mindset. Then there will be one on a monk or zen mode, which will have maybe a blue color or a yellow color, which will have much more calmer messages, motivational messages. And then the last one will be more balanced, or analyst mode with a blue color. I feel like the analyst should be yellow and the zen one should be blue, but I'm still figuring that out. And the last two ones, so before that there's a widget control. It's as simple as just an open app, like quick access to my fitness app, that's it. And then I have the calories on the lock screen. As I said, I would want to have the numbers, so I have 125 calories burned and different cases that I was trying out. And I think I also have the calories goal mentioned here. Oh yes, because this is the inline one. Then I also have a circular one. This is inspired by what I have for Apple Fitness app, where you have the circular goals. And because I gave up on my Apple Watch in August. Oh, it's almost a year now. So I gave up on Apple Watch because I went for swimming and it just went dead, and then I got myself a Garmin which does not have these circular things. So I really miss having those circular goals in a way that right now it said 400 but I think I used to have 500, and at that time hitting 500 was difficult, so I would feel demotivated when I would not hit those goals. But right now my average is around 700 to 800, so I feel I want to bring that circular goals back. So this is what I would want, and then I can have that with the numbers as well as the circular goals. So this is the idea. And then there's a very simple one again. So what it does is it will give me a one line from foundation model on, like, push harder, get strong, rest a bit if I'm doing a lot of workouts. It builds the context. It uses a Zenther AI instance. It gets the I think there's a better one to show. Okay, I think this is the one itself. So it has a motivation message where if I open the generation motivation message, it will get the motivation context. So where is the context? Oh, this is this is what I want to show, the build motivation context, where it gets the particular day and then the last workout and my current streak and my weekly progress. For this, I'm not passing this data because I just have not even one line. I have like 3 words. So I just want to have like good night, good morning, wake up, or something like that. So if the AI is not available, it will just use a fallback motivation message, which is something along the line, ready to make your day count. I think even this is a default message, and the default short messages say strong. And for the other default ones, I have like, if it's early morning, early bird gets the gains. Let's start strong. Afternoon power hour, end your day stronger than it started. Rest well tonight, tomorrow's gains await. All of these are AI generated, and you can feel the hint of AI slop there. So with that, I'm very happy how the widgets turned out. I wasn't planning to work on so many widgets today. I started it around evening. If you have been following me on Twitter, you will see that I started posting about the personalized hero widgets in the evening when I got this working, and I was very proud. And then I was like, okay, time to go wild and let Claude do its thing. So with that, I hoped you learned something new about widgets. If not, I will just give you a crash course on how widgets work. So you have the hero widget, and then you provide it with the configuration. In the static configuration, you provide it with the kind. The kind is the name of the widget itself, and then the view that you want in that widget, then the display name of that widget, the description, the supported families. So I am using the large and the extra large, and big thing that you want is the provider. So the provider will provide the placeholder data. It will create the snapshot. So the snapshot is used when you are clicking on the plus button, and then you have I think the placeholder is where you see that motivational message as a placeholder when you're trying to add it, and snapshot is when it is loading in the loading mode, and create timeline is when it's creating the timeline for it to load the widget data itself. And then I think I have done it infrequent by 4 hours because I feel, or I think 2 hours, because that's a good time to have. And let's see what the hour offset is. So I'm doing it every hour. Okay. This is I did not go much into the code because I feel it isn't that much important. But anyway, so this is the basic idea of working with the main static timeline provider. You also have the what do you say? There's another one which is the one for working with the app intents provider. I don't think I have an example of that because all of the widgets that I have are static widgets, very simple ones. I just wanted to have something that gets me motivated and gets me working. With that, I hope you learned something new, and the next video will be about, I don't know, I have so much to cover: foundation model, liquid glass, app intents, creating apps to icons. We never know which will be the next one. Thank you so much.